Recording in progress. Welcome, everybody. This is the third episode we've had for the Road to the White House. I am Mustafa. I am in Washington, D.C., the home of Harris right now, Vice President Harris, but I'm hoping that it will be the home of Trump if things go well in November. How is it going, Saeed, in Lagos? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fine. Everywhere is
fine.
good
Yeah,
in Nigeria now.
fine. You have a
Lagos
spacious
is fine.
vehicle. Are you in a van or a car? Yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it.
Kind of like an SUV though.
SUV. Yeah, I can tell this looks bigger. So yeah, so uh see what is it? ABC who did we're going to talk today about the debate. Um my first thought is very clearly like I want Trump to win. One of the reasons I support Trump is because he's not a liar and he's pretty straightforward. Some of the things he says are controversial and I don't agree with. I also don't agree with some of his rudeness and things, but I prefer that to the hypocrites in the Republican and the Democratic Party who work for Wall Street, smile in your face, and those are the most dangerous people in the world. People like Obama, who destroyed and killed Gaddafi, destroyed Africa, pumping billions into African and undermining governments. He tried to overthrow Egypt and Tunisia indirectly. So these are our enemies. Trump is not our enemy. He's, I wouldn't even call him a jerk. Everybody that you look at in media, like a lot of the rappers and stuff, they like him. He's a guy. You hang out with him, you act stupid. But guys can be bad too. Maybe he doesn't treat women as well as he should or things. But that has nothing to do with him running the country. What are your thoughts in general before we
Yeah,
jump into the
he's a rich
yeah.
man. He's a rich man. He's a rich man. So there's some behavior that you will expect from a rich man.
Yeah.
So I think
I hate to use the
he
word jerk. He's a jerk. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, well, you can call him that, but because he's a
I'm a
rich
jerk
man and
too.
he's a boss,
Yeah.
and
But
he's
I'm
a
not
boss.
rich. Yeah, yeah,
So a
yeah.
boss have to behave like a boss sometimes. So, but anyway, let's talk about Trump and the election and
Yeah,
the
very
debate.
quickly,
So,
they rigged the debate. Um
yeah,
yeah, we'll get to that, but go on, finish your thought first. Yeah.
okay, because I think the reason why the United the Democrat and the left people they don't really like him and the mainstream media is because they know that he cannot be controlled the way they want. They control the other candidates and other presidents because
Yes.
one he's financing his campaign by himself. He's financing it and also and people taking campaign donation from somebody who buys into his idea. So
Yeah.
which I part of I kind of part of the kind of person that like his ideology. So like they don't like that kind of narrative, and he is not playing into that. Check out Kamala Harris. You can tell that the cabal and the left and whoever that whichever group that is running the Democrats, you can tell that they can control Kamala Harris. That one is for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody
And it's
knows that.
the same people that control Harris and controlled Obama and co. They
Obama,
even control Cheney and the big boys in the Republican Party because these
yes.
are the people
You
that
know, watching the debate.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it is just me, but I the way she's talking, her movement and everything. I'm just seeing Obama, Obama, Obama. Cause the same style of talking. Like like you will know that this person is prepped for
No,
that
no, she was
debate.
prepped.
And
She was prepped. And she's
it's
not a
not
good
something that
speaker. She's not a
yes,
good
and
speaker. Yeah.
you guys don't need fraud for you guys. You don't need it. Because
No, no.
most of all these
No.
people, they are just package fraud and they will say they will do this, they will do that. At the end of the day, they won't do anything because they don't have the power.
Yeah. So before we jump into the debate, what I would say is that so once again, Trump I'm against I'm ideologically opposed to Trump because he's in favor of helping Israel win the war against Hamas. No problem. Second of all, but I'm just saying that part so that people don't say I'm biased. I just want to tell that I do have a balanced view. Also, I'm against him because he killed the General Soleimani from Iran a couple of years ago. Although he did that because the CIA told him he had no choice, and the CIA wanted to they wanted to go in and bomb Iran, but Trump said no, 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 we're not going to do that. So he held back on that. So it shows that he has some moderation when it comes to foreign affairs. Although
Exactly.
he's not a saint.
Exactly.
he is not a
Yeah,
saint.
of course.
But if you listen to that debate,
There's no president in the world
yeah,
that is
yeah,
the same. You
he's
have
not
to
a saint.
make some
But I just wanted to
decisions
say
that
that because nobody's going to tell me on this show that I'm blind to Trump's faults. So Trump, the main thing is that Trump wants to get the Israel war over. I believe that if he gets it over, he'll help Israel bomb Palestine to a higher degree and just get it over with quickly. But he wants to get that war over with, and he wants to end the Russian war for sure. Which is
I don't think there is much to do for Israel in the Palestinian war, because the place is more like grounded already. What
yeah,
is
but,
there to do?
maybe you would agree with me. I think that Israel is trying to wipe out Palestine totally so they can just take the land.
I don't think that can be achieved in this century,
Yeah,
because all right now all eyes is on them.
yeah.
You can't say you want revenge. By
So
this
what
time,
happening?
you already have your revenge.
So what's happening is that if that's the case, then it means that Harris and Biden are continuing it, because every time you bomb Israel, a weapons company in America makes money. So they're just continue it. They want to continue the 419 until people say it don't do, stop. So they, it's like when you're beating up somebody and you know the fight's going to end, but you want to get in a few more blows before they stop you.
Yeah, I get it.
And I can see. But let's get to the show. Let's get to the show because we have a few more weeks of this beautiful show. So give us your thoughts about the debate. Yeah.
Yeah, on the debate, let me know. I have some reservation on it. And my main reservation is on that moderator, those ABC moderators people. One, they said they claim Trump says Pelosi is responsible for security at the Capitol, which is true. He already said that
yeah,
he tried to give Pelosi some security. I think what do they call it? Your National Guard or something. He said he offered her 10,000 security National Guard. She refused it.
No, yeah.
You can imagine.
Well, you know why she refused it. You know why she refused it. You know why, right?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
My theory is, no, let this thing go bad, because when it goes bad, we can now charge Trump.
Exactly. And Trump didn't know that it can get that far. And there are so many conspiracy theories concerning that protest that even FBI people are part of people that is telling.
Sorry, before you said that, that's not a theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's true. There were people from the FBI inciting. I have a feeling that these people, the Democrats played Trump on January 6th. They played him.
Of course, they played him. And you know that your court didn't allow him to present his case. You understand? He even said it in on that debate that they didn't allow him to present his case.
Well, here's the thing: they're not going to charge him for it. You know why they're not going to charge him for it? Because if it goes to court, people are going to see that it's a rubbish case. But if you don't take it to court, you can say, you see, Trump tried to do a coup. You understand what I'm saying?
You will even have the opportunity to even present it if it's taken to court. That's why you consider that they didn't charge him for anything. They didn't charge him for incitement or whatsoever it is.
Yeah.
They want to charge him for.
Very quickly, under the Biden government, they took a black group. You know that black group called Uhuru Socialist Movement. It's a black group in the U.S. called the Uhuru Socialist Movement. They received something like $1,000 from the Russian government. They charged these guys with espionage, broke into their house. This is like black people who are socialists. They weren't trying to overthrow the U.S. government. They just said, we want to promote socialism. They took them to court. They said the court case will take 5 or 6 months. It was over in 3 days. They'll do the verdict tomorrow. That means they're innocent. The prosecution had no evidence. So what we're saying, and I'm going to say this, I said the fascist, I meant to say the Biden-Harris regime is fascist. They didn't even want to let Julian Assange out of jail. They kept it for a long time.
Yes,
this is a fascist government.
The American government is claiming democracy.
No, there's no democracy.
Is a whistleblower.
They even forced Biden to step down without a democratic process. What's her name was not chosen by the Democratic people. Harris was not chosen as the candidate. No, so let's go back. So I'll agree with you. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah. So I'll agree with you that.
Secondly, they say Kamala said she was at the Capitol on January 6th. Evidence shows that she was there in the morning, but left to go to DNC headquarters prior to the riot, critical information is omitted, no fact checking on that debate.
No fact checking.
And
No fact
ABC,
checking.
they know that already. They can't, because this is the public information. If I can have this information in Nigeria, definitely ABC or all these your journalists, they won't say they don't know about it. The third one, Kamala says Trump incited a mob to attack the Capitol on that debate. It's a lie. Everybody knows that he didn't incite anything, just like what you just discussed earlier. The fourth one, Kamala says that some police officer died on January 6th. I was watching it that morning. I was like,
yeah.
This thing has been clear. This thing has been debunked. That
no
police officer died. It is only one lady that died.
He had a stroke. That is not from incitement. He was just stressed out that day, and he died. He didn't die from the thing. And then the other 4 who died, they committed suicide days later, weeks later.
Exactly.
Okay, but you know what? Let me thank you because let me show you how propaganda works. When you sent me the notes about that, I double checked because I don't want to embarrass myself on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? I double checked what you told me, and true enough, they always say the guys who died in service. They didn't say they died because of that. You understand what I'm saying? Like on their memorial site, they said they died serving their country. That's another way of saying they didn't die because of the riot. You get my point. They committed suicide. And here's a question:
she mentioned that Charlottesville find people hoax too. That one too has been debunked. Still yet, the ABC regulators, they didn't say anything. The moderators, they didn't say anything. Same thing. They said. She said. Trump said, "Stand back and stand by to the all these what's it called, boys?
The rioters.
That one too is
the so-called rioters, the unruly scoundrels."
Same thing. She said, "Bloodbath, bloodbath." Well, the bloodbath, everybody knows. The last video already shows that it is another. I think the oil stuff that he was talking on that campaign stuff.
Yeah.
So all these things have been debunked.
Okay, so let's move on though, because we have less than 15 minutes. We want to talk about the. You're right. She said a lot of facts. I mean, I'm sure Trump said some lies too. Trump said that he created the greatest economy. That's a lie, but it's difficult to prove that one wrong because it's subjective. You get my point. But during that debate, the moderators jumped in to protect Harris so that Trump was fighting 3 people on that day. It wasn't just him against Kamala. It was him against the other 2. What do you think? And it's very clear because they even, like, if Trump said something, wait a minute, Trump, well, what about this? You can't say that. They were interrupting during the...
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's why I pointed out these 6 or 7
but they never called her out for lying.
They don't fact check her, and they are fact checking Trump. Let me not like even that CNN debate is even more fairer than this one. People are saying that one is even more fairer than this one. CNN, that we all thought that they would be seriously biased. They even those ones, they even try to be. And let me know the reason why I said some people said Kamala Harris won because they didn't expect her to do much on the debate night. As in, I don't see what she did.
No, she didn't do anything. Let me tell you what she did. So here's what Harris did. They have low expectations for Harris. They were expecting her to embarrass herself, embarrass herself by Biden. Let me give her credit. She didn't embarrass herself, but very clearly she had no substance, no topics. Trump stated very clearly that, let me give you one of his main things. They asked him, who do you want to win the war between Russia and Ukraine? He said, I'm not talking about who I want to win. If you ask me who I want to win, I'll tell you I want Russia to win because the U.S. fostered a coup in Ukraine and turned them against the Russian speaking. But Trump did the right thing as a diplomacy. He said, that's not the point. I want this war to end. And he also said, do you people not know that Russia has nuclear weapons? And you want to go to World War III. And you want to go to World War III. That was substantial.
You can look at his mindset like, why are you playing games with a country that has a nuclear weapon? What do you think? Okay, we are just saying Putin that, or Kim Jong-un this, Kim Jong-un that. If these people want to use this nuclear weapon, nobody will win. Forget that whatsoever it is. Both sides will experience serious loss.
So what Trump was telling them is that Biden the Biden and Harris regime. And Harris, let's let you know she's going to continue it because she said that they will continue fighting Russia through Ukraine. So she's already told you, and she's telling us that you're going to continually push us towards a nuclear war. Anybody in the world, tell me if what I'm saying is wrong. Kamala Harris is committed to no
Yeah,
Kamala
so
Harris.
I
Well,
think
hold
you
on.
watched too much
Kamala Harris
CNN.
is
But
committed.
CNN are the ones complaining that Trump is calling him Kamala or Kamala.
Yeah, I don't know
Kamala is
which one.
Kamala.
Yeah,
I don't
whichever
know.
one, whichever one.
Whichever
But
way, man.
what I'm trying to say is, tell anybody in the world, tell me, even a fan who's of Kamala Harris, tell me if she's not in favor of a policy which is going to push us to World War II, World War III, if we are not careful, because Russia has nuclear weapons. And let me, for all the fans of Kamala Harris and all Americans, why are we funding a war and now sending missiles to Ukraine, which is sending missiles into Russia? Why are we doing that? Is it worth a nuclear war? Let me please. I want people to answer that for me. Continue. Yeah.
Now it's very, very clear that
Yeah.
America is the one funding Ukraine fully.
Of course. But it's
no
corruption. Let me tell you, it's
So
corruption.
It's more like America fighting Russia through Ukraine now.
Yeah.
It is very, very clear now.
And it's for two reasons. They thought that they could undermine the Russian economy. The Russian economy became stronger because now Russia saw that, Putin, when Putin first became president, he wanted to be friends with America. But they said, you can only be friends with us if Russia is subservient to America. Putin said, no way. So now they caused Putin to become friends with China. China and Russia were not friends. But then they both said, oh boy, it looks like America hates us. So that means that now we are friends. So what America has done is that it has brought China and Russia together because it keeps on attacking them. And now on top of that, the Biden-Harris regime is sending money to Taiwan, telling Taiwan, go to war with China.
They just want to destroy Taiwan because China is going to, they will definitely erase Taiwan if Taiwan wants to do anyhow.
Yeah. And then, but you know what? The Taiwanese people need to look at what happened to Ukraine. Oh, exactly. America, you helped me like you helped Ukraine. Thank you. By the way, everybody.
I don't think Taiwan can be that stupid to.
No. By the way, everybody. And two things. By the way, everybody. Russia's already won that war. Now they're just slowly taking land. Finished. Okay. Second of all, the U.S. recognizes China and Taiwan as one country. They've said that, okay, Taiwan is part of China and they recognize them. But at the same time, they're sending money to them to fight them. It's the hypocrisy of the Republicans and the Democrats. And we'll go back to my major point, which is that Trump is not really a Republican, but he has hijacked the Republican voters. Trump is the only politician in America who has a populist movement, which means people that vote for him, they swear by him. The people that are voting for Harris, they're only doing it because they hate Trump.
He's not even a politician. He just became politician because of last election.
Yeah, but my point being is that he's the only politician. He's the only politician that has loyal followers. The people that are voting for Harris, they say, oh, she's not good, but we need to get rid of Trump. But Trump followers say they love him. I'm not saying that Trump is good, but I'm saying he's the only populist movement. Bernie Sanders was a populist movement, and the Democratic Party destroyed his chances through an undemocratic process, because in a party, you don't need to have elections. You can just choose whoever you want. They've chosen their person. So what I will say is the only problem with Trump, Trump was very good during that debate, but the only problem is that once or twice he got off track. He should have continued on his track on, why are you asking to change the country when you're in office now and you're not? He should have continued talking about that and nothing else. Give me your last thoughts, Saeed. We're going to continue this in a couple of days.
Yeah. So concerning the Trump stuff, let me not lie to you. Trump is still the best candidate for American. To American voters listening, please don't make some mistake because of the mainstream media is trying to paint Trump wrong. I think what people should ask, the main question people should be asking is, you are saying this guy is going to kill democracy. You are saying this guy is going to become a dictator. Why hasn't he done that in his first term? Yeah. Someone used 4 years without becoming all these things. And they should ask that question. And this vice president that is trying to become president, Kamala Harris, why can't they ask her that You are in government currently. What have you done? What are you doing? All these policies you said you will put into place when you become president. Why are you not putting it now? Now, if you ask
Saeed,
that kind of
I
question,
wish that you had
let
been
me
the
know.
moderator. I wish that you
If
had
you
been the
allow me, please.
moderator
Yeah. If you are,
to
if you
answer
are,
those
if you
questions.
allow
Yeah,
me, please. If you
yeah,
allow me, please. If
yeah.
all our supporter or whoever that wants to answer that say she's only a vice president. Vice president doesn't have such power. Then ask that currently Biden is already on an holiday. We all know that he is just relaxing wherever he is. He doesn't come to work. He doesn't go to the White House as often as him. He's not even going to attending meeting the way. So practically, it's more like she's the president right now. And if they said, okay, no, it's not like that. You people run on joint tickets, president and vice president. That means both of you have an ideology that you guys believe that your ideology are together. So there is no way if you have such policies, you can't tell your boss that boss, so let's do so and so. It will make America great.
Yeah.
Why? So there is no excuse for her at all, in
Well, so
my own opinion.
Here's the thing. It's very clear that neither Biden or Harris is running America. America is being run.
We all know that. We all know
It's
that.
being run. In fact, it's being run by Jake Sullivan and the other guy, their cabinet. Those two guys who are ideologists. It's being run by a group of people.
And Soros or something.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about that
Yeah. And it's
Soros
being
guy.
run about people who want to see America vanish. Not because they hate America, but because they love money so much that they're willing to to destroy the fabric of America, to continue pumping money into Ukraine war, into bombing Palestine, into weapons manufacturers. In America, black boys are carrying machine guns and killing each other. Government saying
Yeah,
nothing.
so
We have an immigration
yeah,
problem. We have an immigration problem, and I'm going to keep it real with you. The cartel is sending people into America, and now they run this place.
even the
I live in
Venezuela.
Northern Virginia. Let me tell you something.
Have you read about the building that they said Venezuela gangs
Oh no,
has already taken over now?
Venezuelan guys control buildings in Colorado. They're trying to debunk
Yeah.
it. No, you're not debunking it. Let me tell you the truth.
When there's video
I
evidence,
live in DC. DC is a
already.
black city. DC is where the politicians come, but they go home to the suburbs. DC is a black city. I don't go to DC. If you go to DC and you're black, you'll get your ass shot or robbed. Because they
Oh
know that
wow.
they know that if they attack a black person and take his car, nobody will say anything. And a lot of the kids who are doing this with machine guns are 12 and 13 years old, and they don't put them in jail because they say they're too young. No, no, no.
You can imagine.
America is a gangster country. Now, Trump, like I said, whether you like Trump or not, he's not controlled by the money that controls the rest of the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. And that's why they're all attacking them. And that's why they tried to kill him on that day. I'm going to say it. I don't have proof. They tried to kill him. That's all I have to say. Give us your last thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. So my last thought is Trump. I wish Trump well, and I hope that he continue with this momentum. And I like his choice too. I think when he first
JD
choose
Vance is great. A young man, young.
JD
I don't
Vance.
like JD Vance.
I was very skeptical about him choosing JD Vance. I was rooting for Vivek or what's this lady's name? Tulsi Gabbard.
Gabbard is my favorite. She's my
Yes,
favorite.
those are the two candidates I was hoping that he will choose. But let me not lie to you, listening to JD Vance interviews lately with
So he's
all
sharp,
these
very smart.
man,
He didn't let them take him down.
the guy is killing them, as in he's giving them back to back. The more they bring the rubbish side of argument, he's giving them the correct answer, and politely he's even telling them. He's not even shouting. He just tell you. He will give you his point. Man, it's not true. This is like
Yeah.
definitely
And
like
another thing,
he's beginning to prove himself to me.
another good thing about JD Vance is that he's actually more extreme than Trump. So what he does, Trump chose someone who's not like him so that he can bring in votes that Trump can't bring in by himself. So JD Vance is bringing Trump a new group of votes. And he's also young because if something happens to Trump, at least JD Vance is young and prepared. I'm going to keep it real with you. People are going to say, I hate women. No, I don't hate women. Tulsi Gabbard is smarter than all of them. All of them.
Yeah.
But Yeah,
Tulsi
she's
Gabbard,
smarter than
man.
Trump.
But another thing I like what Trump is doing right now.
Yeah.
He's taking every one of them. He's taking them along.
Oh yeah, and
the way
Kennedy
it's
and
looking
Kennedy.
like,
Kennedy.
I think he's going to add all of them to the cabinet, which
Okay,
will be very, very good for him.
I looked at the polls. So after this thing, the polls have gotten better. Trump has a slight lead in the battleground states, which is all that matters. But if he has a slight lead, it means he has probably 3 or 4 points more lead, because a lot of people won't. A lot of people won't. They won't admit that they want to vote for him because they think you will shout at them. But let me tell you something. I walk in public with this hat. Nobody will tell me to be ashamed of who I will vote for. I don't care. So a lot of people, when they poll them, they won't tell you who they'll vote for because they want under pressure. America is supposed to be a democratic country. And if this is who I want to vote for, everybody else can F off. If I want to vote for Harris, everybody else can F off. Nobody's going to tell me I'm wrong for wearing this hat. Let me tell you something. George Bush went to Iraq and killed innocent people, millions of people. The U.S. soldiers in Fallujah were raping women and killing them, cutting their throats off. Nobody says, why do you support George Bush? So nobody should ask me why I support Trump. Trump never killed people and cut their throats. Last thoughts, please.
I think it's just because of the mainstream media and the power they have. Let me not lie to you. The mainstream media, CNN, ABC, CNBC, all these your top mainstream media, they really do have serious hold on majority of your citizens over there.
Oh yeah, it's propaganda. That's how it works. Propaganda. Yeah.
But I can't just imagine how grown people will be falling. Because I watch so many interviews online. I'll be like, how can a grown person be bought into all these stupid propaganda that this mainstream media are promoting? You guys should by now see through it. Obama, same thing. We all thought Obama is going to be one kind of change or something. What change did Obama brought? Even to we black people that we are shouting, first black American president. We didn't. No African country benefited from him.
Sai, let me end with this. Sai, let me end with this. Let's say you have a country that owns slaves, and the slaves are black. And when you go to the black neighborhoods, they're killing each other and they're rubbish. And then also the country is killing black people. Then you hire a black president and he does the same thing. The first black president to kill black people. That's what it is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Obama was the first black president to run a country that's anti-black, that's racist, that's imperial. So he's basically a black person who's doing the dirty work for the whites, and he did not help black people. If I'm wrong, anybody tell me.
Shebi is under his regime that he legalized.
It's a disgrace. Let me tell you something. I'm more angry at Obama than I am at a white racist. You know why? Because how can you take a position? It'll be like me hiring a Nigerian to kill Nigerians. No, if it was a British person, I would say, okay, we're not family. But why must we be betrayed by our own family? Obama can go to hell. Continue, sorry.
Okay, the destruction we are going through right now in Nigeria, you know that he has a role to play in it. Obama. You know, he supported Buhari. He even made a video that people should look for change. And during that period, Buhari's mantra then was change. Imagine a sitting president of America is telling the populace of Nigeria that we should look towards change. What that's supposed to mean? He even said the secretary general.
Change. That's just like Harris. Yeah. Change. You use words like change. Buhari, I don't want to hear change. You know what? I don't want to hear the word change. I want to hear specifics. Don't say change. So, for example, let me give you specifics. Nigeria, join BRICS. Nigeria, create your own industries and stop importing. Nigeria, pump more money into your oil refinery. Nigeria, with the wealth that you have from your money, pump it into schools and electricity. Don't just use the word change, because change is a vague word. Same thing with Harris. We're going to change America. We're going to make America great. She doesn't have specifics.
Imagine Kamala Harris she's talking about change, and you're already in government.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's do change. No, she's right. Let's do change. Kick out the Harris-Biden regime. Simple. All right. Sorry, I have to go because I have another meeting. I'm doing a meeting on what am I doing? American football in 10 minutes with Falabi. So we have to go. But we're the hardest working guys in the Nigerian universe. Even though I'm in America, I'm part of the Nigerian universe. Saeed and Mustafa, stay in tune because we have the hottest show. We're going to be here till November, and we'll even be here after November, even if they don't vote Trump. We're always going to have a Trump show. Trump, don't forget us.
Keep wearing your heart, man. Let people know that it is the way to go. Let them know. Make America great again.
Yeah, make America great, make Nigeria, and make the world great again. Thank you very much.
So that all our politicians that are running to America, if you guys have a very good president, all our politicians that is looting our money to your country, then they can stop, or he can put a stop to it.
I like what you're saying, because if America becomes a proper country and is no longer imperialistic and focuses on itself, the rest of the world will do better, because we've been under the we've been suffering because of the iniquities of America. I'm not saying other countries don't have iniquities, but America's iniquities affect everyone because it's the most powerful country in the world. Yes. Not for long though, because China and Russia are rising and they're giving the world a different model, the BRICS model. Exactly. Like and subscribe to our show. Also like and subscribe to BRICS. Thank you. So I'll see you at one was it what time? 1:20? Oh,
you said 2:30 or 3.
Yeah, just check. We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll check it. We're going to talk about our football later. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Nice show. Okay.
Thank you.